We'll be going forward in our program with the welcoming keynote speech. So I'll allow my own co-host, our cyber OAP, the woman in tech, cybersecurity, woman in cybersecurity, Fatima Chata.
Thank you very much. I think Toby could double as a hype man.
All right, I'll consider that.
Thank you for that disclaimer. You're learning here. Remember, we're doing it for ethical purposes. Yeah, so now we're going to the next item, which is our keynote speech. And you know, this next person, the speaker, when we think about cybersecurity, most of us just think of hacking. We think it's hacking. But then there's many fields of cybersecurity, and this next speaker is a classic example of that. He shows that it's not all about hacking. And this person, he is the founder and leader of Afinoid Enterprise, which is like a payment card quality assessment security industry or company. And he also, like, he's a man of many batches. He has many accolades. He has many things that he has done. He has been recently appointed as the African ambassador of ISACA, and he also doubles as the managing director of a US Business Relationship Management Institute. Like, I could read it on and on, but from these few things I've read, I think he already knows, you might have an idea of who he is already. So as he comes on stage, please, I want you to follow it with a round of applause as I call on Mr. Onifade Opeyemi to give his keynote speech.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So, not all that she said is true about me. I'm not a managing director of business relationship management. But I think she was trying to summarize what I am. So thank you very much for having me. I want to thank you very much for having me here today. Like she said, my name is Opeyemi. How many of you are students? You are students. Okay. How many of you have graduated? How many of you are employed? How many of you are underemployed? How many of you are seeking for employment? Moses, why are they not employed? Okay, so thank you very much. I think this is a very important meeting that you're having. I think it's a very important session. And I'm very proud of your generation. So I'll tell you a little story about myself. You know, I started my career as an IT assurance person. And you know, it was mentioned that I'm the ISACA Africa ambassador. And when did I join ISACA? About 2005. Around 2005, I became a member of ISACA. And I wrote the exam called CISA, you know, just 2-3 years after I graduated. And I'm saying this to just show you patterns so that you don't have to be concerned or worried about whether you are going to make it or not in this profession. Now, before Twitter was founded, or around the time Twitter was founded, I wrote my CISSP exam. How many of you know about CISSP? Okay. You don't know about CISSP? Cybersecurity people, right? Okay, that's a gold standard in cybersecurity. So I wrote CISSP in 2006. That's about 16 years ago, right? So there was no Twitter. There was no free lessons on YouTube. There was no free lessons on Udemy and all of that. So you live in a generation whereby you have no excuse to perform. You know, today, ignorance is a choice. How many of you know that? Ignorance is a choice. And one of the things you need to know about cybersecurity is that, from my own experience, having been in this field for close to 20 years, my own experience is that there are 2-3 domains of cybersecurity that you really need to understand. It's not just enough for you to know what you are doing. It's very important for you to know why you are doing it. So these 3 domains I would like you to have in mind. The first is about national security. Cybersecurity is about national security. And that is why you see the rivalry between China and US. You see the Ukraine and Russian war. and you see the role that cybersecurity is playing in it. The second domain you need to understand is that cybersecurity is about business security, right? If you talk about digital transformation today, the reason why digital transformation is possible, the reason why you have your internet banking, your mobile banking, and all of that is because of the cybersecurity capabilities of those organizations. We agree with you. So business security is very important. And the third reason for cybersecurity is personal security. Today we talk about privacy. You know, you cannot have privacy without security. You can have security without privacy, but you can't have privacy without security. So those three domains, and you want to ask yourself, where do I want to commit? Where do I want to commit my journey to? Am I channeling my energy, my time, my attention, my talent into national security, business security, or personal security? Now, if you're going to do all of that, you need more than expertise. I know that these meetings and sessions talk about expertise, you know, what you need to know, the skills you need to have. And I agree with you. You're as good as what you know. When you get better, everything around you gets better. You know that. When you get better as a professional, as a skillful person, everything around you gets better. Even your salary gets better. Your income gets better. You get better. So focusing on your personal development is very important. But beyond expertise, there's something I want to leave with you today, which is about credibility, right? So what we call Yahoo people, they have expertise, right? But they don't have credibility. So what we are trying to build, and I thank Moses and his team for this, is to ensure that you are not just people of expertise, but you are people of credibility. And what is credibility? There's an equation for credibility. Credibility is trustworthiness plus expertise. Trustworthiness plus expertise. We often don't trust experts, but we are able to receive the expertise of people we trust. Should I say that slowly? We don't always trust experts, but we always receive the expertise of people we trust. So in your journey as a cybersecurity professional, one of the things you need to focus on, or the main thing you need to focus on, is your credibility. How do you build a track record of trust? And how do you build a track record of expertise? So when you have these two, you know, if you're underemployed, I can tell you that you will not be underemployed anymore. It's a very simple formula. And you don't need to wait for anybody. You don't need to know anybody. You just need to be credible. So this credibility is a currency that everybody wants, everywhere in the world. Okay, so Moses talk about the award he won. And by the grace of God, I've been able to, serve clients in over 40 countries from Abuja. Okay, because of credibility. So it's about credibility. Okay, credibility of form, substance over form. We live in Nigeria where people like to hide themselves, but where is the substance? So you need to go beyond the show. You need to go beyond the flash. You need to say, okay, am I deep enough? And what am I doing to get better? So I want to thank everyone who has been part of this session. I want to thank the Honorable Minister who is represented here. I want to thank Mr. Ambassador Segun Olubile, the founder of the National Cybersecurity Society, who is also seated here. And I want to encourage you to all open your mind, to learn as much as you can learn, and then do not forget the formula for credibility. Who can tell me what the formula is? Trustworthiness plus expertise, right? Because you are not trusted, you don't know what your expertise are, right? You a Yahoo person, you are not different from a 419 person. But if nations are going to trust you for national cybersecurity, if businesses are going to trust your business, if individuals should trust you for personal security, they must become a credible person. And at the close, keynote speech, I hope I've done that. I would like to thank Moses and Omale. Sorry, your name is Patience, right? Patience? Precious, yeah, Precious. There were the three that came to my office to summoned me here. Actually, I resisted coming here. And for your boldness and your courage, and on behalf of Apenoid, I'm saying here that we're going to sponsor your cybersecurity fundamental certificate course in Isaka. Okay, so because it's valued at over between $500 and $600 each, and then that's some lab, that's some study guides, e-learning sessions, and an exam. I hope you take up the offer. The three of you. God bless you and enjoy your sessions.